One of you reached out and said that you're fed up, you're devastated, and you're suffering because your specific person, the one that you want to be with, is not choosing you. We're going to talk about this today, but I want to start here. And then we're going to specifically talk about what you were saying about this situation with your specific person. Remember, reality is never final. I am is reality. And in every moment of now, you're saying that you're suffering, that you're fed up, that you can't decide now, that you're just suffering and fed up and devastated. I am is the only reality. The field of pure awareness, what the ancients called the father, or that pure potential, that one universal mind, that pure consciousness, what some call the universe or all that is, we think of it as a being, but it's pure awareness. It's all beings. It's all potential beings or personalities of all that is. It's that infinite being, that unity of everything that is, was, or will ever be. Then there's you as the center of it. You're the center of infinity. You're the center of all that is. You. There's only one I am, and you are that I am. Your decision right now changes your entire life. In every moment, you're deciding who you are. Who am I right now? How you choose to be aware and conscious of yourself and your reality is your reality. Do you see? This person is saying, I'm fed up, I'm devastated, I'm suffering, and that's what you're creating in every moment. A past right now where you've been suffered, where you suffered. A present where you're suffering, a future where you will suffer. A past where you're always fed up and devastated, a present where you're always fed up and devastated, and a future of being fed up and suffering and devastated. And then you have that physical manifested reflection at the moment. That's always changing. It's never fixed. It's not solid. The physical, what we call 3D reality, that reflection or projection, is never final. What is pure awareness? It's a mirror. It's a beautiful mirror of all possibilities, of all potentials. You are that field of awareness. And the mirror reflection is not showing you your vain affirmations and your choices. It reflects what you choose to assume and believe about who you are and what your reality is here and now. Do you see? It doesn't reflect your vain imaginings, your vain assumptions, your vain choices, where you're measuring who you are by the changing circumstances out there. It's who you choose to be, who you know yourself to be, what you know to be true of who in your reality here and now. This pure awareness, this pure mirror of consciousness, of awareness, what we call God, I am, exists as pure potential of all that is, was, or will ever be. Unlike your physical mirror at home, which we've used that analogy, this mirror of pure I am awareness doesn't reflect what you look like. In other words, it doesn't reflect what you decide, affirm, imagine in vain based on trying to change the physical reflection of the circumstances. Rather, this mirror of pure awareness, pure consciousness, I am awareness, reflects what you decide, affirm, assume, imagine to be true or the truth of who you are and what your reality is. What you believe to be true or the truth. What you and your reality appear to look like is irrelevant. Do you see what you and your reality appear to look like is irrelevant? It doesn't reflect what you look like. It reflects what you believe or the truth of what you say you look like or what you say your reality is. You don't change the reflection. You don't change the circumstances. You don't change what you and your life looks like or appears to look like. Hear this. You don't even change your own identity or self-concept. You choose. You choose how to be aware and conscious of yourself in your reality right now in every moment, and that changes everything. Across the board. It changes who you were, who you are, and who you will be in every moment. So the specific creator, one of you trying to manifest a specific person, well, you're making it all about him. You're trying to change the physical reflection of the circumstances. Remember, the mirror reflects what you believe and assume and imagine to be true or the truth of you and your reality. Do you see this? This is a big distinction. It doesn't reflect what you think or appear or what it appears to look like, what you decide, affirm, and imagine in vain, trying to change the physical circumstances. And you say here, I declare myself to be what I want to be. And when I try to become it again, I think I'm no longer it. And I start changing my identity again, instead of living in what I have decided to be. And I realize that I'm not doing all of this. I'm not doing all of this for myself, but so that the way I look at him changes. So I don't look at him from an unwanted perspective. You even say it here. I'm doing it for him to change how I look at him. But it's not about him. It's how you see yourself. It's in vain trying to change that physical reflection out there, because there's no out there. The mirror of I am awareness, that perfect mirror, reflects what you decide, assume, affirm, and imagine and believe to be true, or the truth of who you are and what your reality is, not what you look like, based on what you decide, affirm, and imagine in vain, based on trying to change the physical reflection of circumstances. This is clear here. And you even got it. You get this. You say it here. I'm not doing this for myself, but so that the way I look at him changes. So the reflection out there changes. So I don't look at him from an unwanted perspective, but it doesn't change out there. It changes with you. It reflects what you decide, assume, and imagine, and believe to be the truth or true of who you are. Your awareness of yourself, not him. What you look like. Not what you look like based on what you decide to affirm in vain, but who you truly are. What you see the truth of who you are. You even say it here. I always try to use the last thing that happened as the basis for what we are and whether we are it. It's right there. You're basing it on what it looks like out there in the changing reflection. But your reality. And then you say, I don't understand it. We're texting each other, and he told me, may God give me a woman like me. Hear this, that's powerful. You're reflecting that idea that he wants a version of you that chooses you. That you see the truth of who you are, that beautiful being that you are. Exactly, you're not being the person or the version of you who is and has it all, who is always chosen, who chooses themselves, who chooses to be complete and fulfilled no matter what. So you reflect a version of him in your reality that perfectly shows that. He even says it to you. May God give me another version of you. He's telling you. But you're reflecting that. It's you telling you. That's beautiful. And then you say, I'm completely devastated. I can't manage to decide. You're admitting it. I'm fed up with these assumptions and with thinking that I have to keep choosing all the time. I made the decision once and then I fall back into my old ways, but you never made the decision. There are no old ways. There's only who you decide what's true of you here and now. And you've decided that you're a person that's devastated. You've decided that you're a version of you that's fed up. You've decided that it's a version of you who's suffering. And that's what you reflect. It's very clear here. Remember, the perfect mirror of I am awareness reflects what you decide, assume, and affirm and imagine to be true of who you are and what your reality is. Not what you want to be true or what you want it to look like. Not what you decide, assume, and imagine, affirm in vain for it to look like, based on trying to change the reflection, but what you actually believe is the truth. And you believe that you're fed up, that you're devastated, that you're suffering. And so the circumstances and the reflections of your life reflect that, show that, project that. Here's your true decision. This is what you've decided. You say, here, I already gave up one man because I couldn't take it anymore. I can't endure this suffering for another 4 years, even though I know it's only I am. But you don't know that. You say you know, but you don't know. You choose to be an identity that's suffering, or choose to be an identity that's devastated. Choose to be an identity that's fed up. You said it here. That's who you are. That's creating your entire life. Past, present, and future in this moment. The one who had this one that couldn't take it anymore. You create a version of you who couldn't take it anymore, a version of you that can't take it anymore, and a version of you that will never be able to take it. But here's the good news, and this is what I told her. When you stop choosing to be that version of you who is devastated, who is fed up and suffering, your entire life will change instantly overnight, the likes of which you have never seen before. Your past, present, and future is recreated in every moment by your decision of who you are here and now. Your decision right now. It changes everything. Wow. Very, very powerful. Your entire life changes. Remember, reality is never final. It's changing into who and what you believe to be true of who you are and what your reality is at every moment. You're changing your past, present, and future, recreating it, reshuffling it, rearranging the frames of all potential experiences, of all potential versions of you in every moment. So why not just decide, I am that person that I desire to be. I am chosen. Everything works out for me. I am the love of my life. And watch your life change the lights of which you've never seen before. I am your host, Tom Kearin. This is the Tom Kearin channel and studios of Be Something Wonderful, where we help you level up and become the best version of yourself. Creators, here we are in Cusco, Peru. We continue broadcasting from here. Beautiful day behind us. Little construction going on. You can hear that. More coming here from the studios of Be Something Wonderful in the Tom Kearin channel here in Cusco. So stay tuned. With great love, with great light and infinite gratitude, this is Tom Kearin in the studios of Be Something Wonderful on the Tom Kearin channel, broadcasting here from Cusco, Peru. Until next time, we'll see you soon.